Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Chelsea Lee, and this is Groove Dance Fitness. This is our FUPA challenge, and it's our trial day number 3. We had several other videos. They have yet to be posted, but they will get posted this week. And I'm trying some new things out. I've been seeing on my Instagram, do this, don't do that. And so I'm like, do I have, I say it wrong all the time, and I keep saying I'm gonna look on Google to make sure I'm pronouncing it right, but diastasis recti. And so last week we checked, everybody in the trial, their abs are intact, there's no ab separation, and so we really don't have any restrictions, but I am still going to do those workouts that are more amenable if you do have ab separations. Just for today, and then as we move forward with the challenge, because you can't spot treat fat, so you can target muscles, but you can't target fat. So we know it's more about just moving more, eating less, eating more of the right things, the healthy things. And so for today's workout, we are actually going to do our warm-up, which is our Baltimore shake. And so we do have a dance element, but we're still going to not incorporate music for the workout portion, the actual strength training portion, just so that we can remain focused. I am going to use my timer, and so you'll hear those beeps. So we're going to start out with our warm up after we do the Baltimore shake, and we'll do our heel taps. We'll do our Kegel exercises, so you can actually focus on those abs that you want to tighten up and get all sexy. And then everybody's genetics are different. Some people can have a nice six-pack. I know I've always, even when I was thin and trim and a size 2, all I could get was my little 2 right here. I was flat, but nothing else was popping. But anyway, I digress. So we're going to have some fun today. I am going to use a chair. So if you have it, and let me show you the chair. So this is the chair I'm going to use, and that's just as an option. So as we get to round 2 in our workout, I'm going to not do the exercise standing up or on the floor. I'm going to do some of the exercises in the chair, just so that you can see different options that you have. To me, you can feel some of those exercises, at least for me, more in the chair than if on the floor, but it also just depends on where you are strength-wise. And yeah. So without further ado, we're going to get started. Make sure you have your mat nearby. If you want to do it, the chair, make sure you have a chair nearby if you want to try it out. And make sure you have your water. And remember, we want to remember our breath throughout the workout. And have fun with it as well. And don't overdo anything. If something doesn't feel right, or if there's discomfort, is okay, but you don't want to feel any pain. If you do feel any pain, stop what you're doing, adjust, and then go from there. If you just need to take a break and rest. It's okay. All right. If you're up with me right now, and just getting up is a plus. Okay. So let's just keep moving. And without further ado, I'm going to get started. All right. Here we go. March it out. 5, 6. Down, out for 2. On right. Hit it. 1. Left. Get right. Shuffle with the bicep curl. And pulse it. Squeeze that glute. Shuffle. Hip and left. On the right. Center for 4. 4, 3, 2. Left hip. On the right. Take it around. Face back. 4, 3, 2. Scoop it up. 4, 3, 2. Step together. Step for the turn. Step together. Step. Step up for 2. Right. Chest wide. Let those shoulders like pinch. Abs are tight. Again. Right. Left. Shuffle. Heel that pulse it. Pulse. Shuffle. Hip it left. On the right. Stand there for 4, 3, 2. Left hip. On the right. Take it around. Face the back. 4, 3. Scoop it up. Step together. Step. For the turn. Step together. Step. Step out here for 2. Left. Right. Shuffle. Bicep curl. Impulse. Pulse. Shuffle. Hip and left. On the right. Center. Left hip. On the right. Take it around. Big step back. 4, 3, 2. Scoop it up. Step together. step with a turn. Step out, 2. Again. Shuffle. Hit it. Pulse it, pulse, pulse, shuffle. Pivot left. On the right. Center for 4, 4, 3, 2, left hip. Right, take a breath. 4, 3. Scoop it up. Step together, step, quick turn, step together, step. We're gonna stay here. So to right, left, and right. Shuffle. Pulse it, pulse. Shuffle. Hip left. On the right, center. Left hip. On the right, step out to right from the top. Left. Right shoulder blade, 6 abs in, shuffle, fascia pearl. Pulse it. Shuffle. Hip left. On the right. Center. Left hip. On the right. All right. That's our warm-up in our traditional ultimate group workout, but since we're doing the FUPA challenge, we are going to get into our strength training, which is we're going to do our warm-up, which is going to be 2 minutes, the Kegel exercise as well as our heel tap, and then we'll do 3 rounds of our ab workout, all right, and back workout. So let me get that sip of water. Hold on 1 second, let me get my timer. And we're gonna get going. How y'all doing out there? Ooh, I felt that, y'all. That just was the warm-up. But here we go. We got a 30-minute workout. We're gonna start with the heel taps. And before I hit that start blade, the heel taps, you wanna bring that arm right behind you. And I got this exercise from doing my Tai Chi. If you're ever curious about Tai Chi, comment down below. I have a wonderful instructor. He does virtual classes. And so where you want to put your arm, keeping your head up, right down the center of the back. If you can, wherever your arm can go, where your elbow is going straight pointing towards your ceiling, and then you want to heel tap, okay? It's a nice controlled movement. You don't want to be all crazy with it, but just nice consistent pace. And make sure you're tapping your back and tapping that heel, all right? Keeping those stomachs engaged. Okay, here we go. And go, 1. Now you can count it out because you want to remember your breath, but you have a minute here. Each right, left is a rep, so that's 1, 2, okay? And you just want to keep going. We're only 20 seconds in. And just remember your breath, nice and controlled. This is not a race. And right after we do this, we're gonna practice our Kegels. Now your Kegels is more so with your breath, managing that, and also recognizing those muscles down below where you need to strengthen it. It'll help if you do have the ab separation, to help bring those together. And also when you're doing sit-ups and things like that, it's just something to focus on to help with those ab muscles. All right, we're gonna rest for 15 seconds. And so when we're doing the Kegel exercises, I want your feet about shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. We're going to inhale, filling our belly. And as we exhale, we wanna suck it all in, getting those Kegels activated, okay? And nice and slow and controlled movement. Inhale. I'm doing it backwards. So, and this is something I struggle with too. Even in my Tai Chi class, we practice breathing. And you know, you have belly breaths, all different types of breath. And so, as you inhale, your ab goes out. And as you exhale, you want to pull everything in. So I'm going to show you. So, inhale. Inhale. Stomach goes out. Exhale. You're bringing everything nice and tight. Inhale. Belly full. Exhale. Pull it all up. It's kind of hard to talk and do it at the same time, but this is something to practice, and so that you do recognize those muscles as you're moving forward. All right, we're gonna rest. And so we're going to start with a knee crunch. So just practice that more on your own. We don't do that every round. We're gonna do a knee crunch. So as you bring your leg up, I want you to stay lifted in the chest, but still have a crunch with it. Here we go. You have a minute of the knee lifts. And as you're exhaling, that's where you also want to do that Kegel exercise. As you're lifting your knee up, suck in those Kegels, okay? Suck that leg up. And 4, you're halfway through. We have a minute of these. And so this particular exercise we are going to do in the chair the next round, just so you can see like the different options that you have. Because some things might feel more than others, depending on where you are in your strength training. And so you just want to make sure that you're always focusing on those abs as you're lifting up those legs. Sometimes you focus more on the knee getting up versus those abs pulling those legs up. All right, let's get our mat. And we're going to do single leg kicks. Okay. So here we are on our back. Extend that leg, and we're going to lift up. Same deal. We were doing 45 seconds on this leg. Then we are going to rest and switch to the other leg. But same thing. As you lift up, pull from those lower abdomens. And even when you bring down, you want it nice and slow and controlled. And this is one of the reasons why I didn't want to add the music, because sometimes when you add music, you get focused on music or the beat. And, you know, when there's no music, you can really focus on your breath and focus on concentrating on those muscles that you are targeting. Because like I said, you can target muscles. You can't target fat no matter what people might say. Oh, you know, lose your belly in 4 weeks by doing this exercise. You're going to switch legs, same thing. You want down, you don't want to touch the mat, and come up. And so, and we'll just rest for a second. We'll get going in the next beat. And again, lift up, pulling those Kegel, doing those Kegel exercises as your leg goes up. And as you come down, think about that lower ab, pulling that leg back up. Okay, nice and controlled movement, engaging those glutes as well. And you want to make sure that you have a nice neutral spine, no arch in your back. So drop those shoulders and make sure that it's nice and controlled. I think my mat can come back just a little bit more. I'll adjust it in the next beat. And so, and just come down. Again, focus on those muscles that you're targeting, those lower abs. All right, nice and controlled movements. So now we're going to go into our dead bug. And we're doing the dead bug. We're still going to be on our back. And so your dead bug moves like it's a reverse tabletop. And we're here. Opposite arm, opposite leg. And you extend and up. Engaging that core. Those same Kegel exercises, you're kind of feel like you're in a permanent hold for them, to make sure that you're protecting your lower back. So you bring your legs down. And if this is too challenging for you, adding the arms and the legs, then bring your arms down and just do the legs, okay? You don't have to add the arms, okay? So just keep going. Nice and controlled movement. And I don't want you to do it this fast, or because you can injure yourself. So you just want to be nice and controlled, making sure you have good form. All right, that was quick. So we're going to rest. And from here, we are going to go into our bird dog. So we're going to be on our hands and knees. And your bird dog, you're going to have your right arm, left leg extended, making sure that your hips are nice and square with the floor. Don't turn out like this, okay? You want to have your hips down, your glute tight, your back leg parallel, not too high, and your arm should be right by your ear. And you're just holding, okay? This is a 30-second hold. And then we're going to switch to your other side. Rest here for a minute and then we'll switch. And same deal. If you're feeling a little wobbly, take your arm out first and then take your leg out instead of doing both at the same time. And you just hold. And so in our next round, we're going to add a crunch to this move. And so in our second and third round, we'll spice it up a little bit just to give you a heads up. But again, make sure that glute is tight, your abs are engaged. You should still, as you're doing this, pulling through those Kegels that I talked about, feeling it in the lower abs as you squeeze that glute. All right. So now we're going to do our side plank. Side plank, 90-degree angle in that elbow. You can lift up on your knee or you can be on your feet, whatever you desire. And you lift up. And we're going to hold for 30 seconds, switch, and go to the other side. So again, look straight down. I feel like I need to adjust my shoulder or my arm. And look straight ahead, holding for 30 seconds, and then we'll switch to the other side. Breathe through it. Again, pulling those abs in nice and tight as you do this move. And switch. And go to the other side. Get 90-degree angle. And lift up. And if you want, again, if this is too much, come down to that knee. Okay? I'd rather you have nice form than be all wobbly. And just make sure you create as much space as you can, even if you're on your knee, between that hip and the mat. All right. And relax. And now we're going to start back up to from the top. And I did say I was going to do it with a chair this time. So we have our chair. And we're going to just do knee lifts. So actually, I'm going to turn it to the side a little bit so you can see. So do your knee lifts. Don't wait for me. Knees up. So here I'm going to prop myself up a little bit. And I'm just going to tap it down. Still kind of leaning back a little bit. And lift up. Focusing on those lower abs. And for some reason, I don't know if it's my hip flexors, because I have tight hip flexors, but I feel like I feel this more in the chair than standing up. And also because I can lean back a little bit more, so I think my abs are being targeted more. So we're just going to do this, and then we're going to switch and do a single leg lift in this seated position as well. So you're still having a little crunch in there as you're doing this. And we'll rest. So now we're going to stay in the chair and we're doing the leg lift. So we're going to stay on one side. And that leg doesn't have to go high. But as you're doing this, I want you to still kind of give that crunch, okay? Here we go. And exhale. Remember, as you exhale, do that Kegel exercise. Suck in. I'm feeling definitely in my quad, I tell you that much. So you do feel like you're kind of getting more of a double workout, I guess, if you will. Because you can feel it in your quad as you're on the floor, but not as much. So, but here, I definitely feel it in my quad. We have 10 more seconds and we're going to switch to the other side. And one, switch legs, rest that. So doubly here. And I would say, you know, there's sometimes I can do crunches and I think I feel it more. Because when I started this, and we're on the other leg now, we have 45 seconds, or now 40. And it's when I did it initially, some of the lower level exercise, I felt it right away. But then after doing it for a couple of days, I was like, I don't really feel this anymore. Let me try to step it up a notch. And so that's what you definitely want to do. And make sure as I'm thinking about that, make sure your shoulders are down and your chest is lifted while you're doing this. You don't want to be hunched over, okay? What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. All right, it'll come back to me. No worries. Okay, so that's that. We're going to put the chair off to the side, and we're going to do that dead bug on the floor. Here we go, arms up. Again, nice, slow movement. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So when you're doing something and you don't really, it gets too easy for you. That's when you know you need to, if you're doing a side plank and 30 seconds is nothing, okay, then you need to up it to 45 seconds, or 40 seconds. If you're lifting weights and a bicep curl and you're using 10 pounds and 10 pounds isn't enough, go to 15. Or if you're only doing 15 reps, you might need to do 20. So you always want to take it up a notch if you feel like something is getting too easy. Don't just stay where you are just because you're comfortable with it and you feel, oh, success. I can do this without crying or whatever. So you want to kind of just stay there because you feel good. But no, you want to keep challenging yourself. Okay, so that was the bird dog. Now we have our side plank and lift up, 90-degree angle. I said bird dog, but dead bug. And hold. So to take this particular exercise up a notch, even if you're on your foot or on your knee, take that arm up, take it through the cubby hole. Take the arm, take it through the cubby hole. All right, I'm gonna get back on my feet or on my foot, take it through the cubby hole. All right. Whew. All right, we're rest. We're gonna switch to the other side. 90-degree angles, and we're going to lift up. And again, you can hold this, or if you want to take it up a notch, lift your arm and take it through. Lift your arm, take it through. Making sure that you're engaging that side, those oblique muscles. Make sure you have a nice 90-degree angle. You shouldn't feel any shoulder pain. If you do, you might be too far out or too far in, and adjust that how I do, because sometimes, you might think you're fine, but, oh, I have pain. I'm supposed to be in pain. No, you don't want to be in pain. And even discomfort can be a very fine line between discomfort and pain. You don't even want discomfort. I remember even with my daughter, I was like, I'm okay with pain. She's comfortable. And it was like, no, I need to be comfortable too. This is when I was breastfeeding her. But anyway, here we go, bird dog. Now I said we were gonna spice this up. So here we have our right arm out, left leg back, and our hips square. Now we're gonna curl it and crunch it in. Pull it in and out. Pull it in and out. Pulling it in, sucking those Kegels in as you do it, as you crunch in, and come back out nice and slow. And out. Whew. Oh, we gotta switch sides. Sorry about that, y'all. Come on. And in and out. Crunch it in. In. I hope y'all switched. We have 5 more seconds. Last one. And crunch. Whew. Okay. Now we are back. Last round. This is going by quickly, and then we're just flying through it. So again, I'm going to be on the chair. You can stand up and do this if you like. I'm going to sit back and knee raises. Here we go. 1. And crunch it up nice and slow. As that knee comes up, engage those Kegels, okay? And think about that, those lower legs, lifting that leg up, okay? It's not your knee coming to your chest. It's those abs engaging for that leg to come up, all right? So engage those abs as much as you can. So you should feel the difference if you're focused on those abs engaging those Kegels versus you're just kind of lifting that leg up. So as you can see, I'm leaning back a little bit. And just keep going. You have 10 more seconds. All right, I'm sweating, y'all. I don't know about y'all. Hope y'all feel this workout. Then you're like, y'all, you were sweating last time? In 2 seconds flat. Yeah, I had a little summer flash or whatever you want to call it. Last time, as soon as I was getting started, I said, man. All right, straight leg, single leg lifts. Okay, and like I said before, think about it from those abs perspective. All right, if you're on the floor, same thing. Make sure that it's controlled. You're using your body's own resistance. Engage that ab, don't lock that knee. All right, I have my toe pointed. It doesn't have to be. I can have it flexed. I can just have it there. And it's just kind of relaxed if you want. So however you are most comfortable, keep that chest up. Keep those shoulders down. So the shoulders are down away from your ear. All right. Tap that out. Again, all in the ab work, okay? And then also notice too, sometimes when people do exercise on the floor and they're inverted, I don't know if I just have weak wrist or something. I gotta build up my wrist strength. Pull it up. It's a little more difficult for me. So when you find something and you really like to move, or you think that it's really gonna help you, find ways to kind of modify it to really meet your specific needs, because everybody is different. You know, people right-handed versus left-handed. So you usually always have a more dominant side, or depending on what you do for a profession, you know, you'll have different muscle strength and muscle weaknesses. Like me, I sit all the time, so I have very tight hip flexors. So it's one thing I try to work on. Woo! All right. So that was that. We throw this chair. We can put the chair aside, and we're going to get on our backs and do our dead bug. Here we go. On our back, arms up, and extend the right leg, left arm. And nice and controlled movement as you're coming back, making sure that lower back stays on the floor. Engaging those ab muscles as you're pulling those arms and legs in. Doing that Kegel exercise as you exhale. So inhale, exhale. Bring the arms in. Inhale as you go down. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you go down. Exhale as you come up. And remember, it's thinking about those abs. Focusing on those abs the entire time. Because we're strengthening those muscles. Are we targeting the fat? Yeah, we're targeting some fat. Where is that fat being gonna, disappear from? Who knows? Okay. So now we're going to do our side plank. So let's get on to our side. Remember, it's our last round. So if you want to spice it up again, or just hold it there, that's fine. You have 30 seconds. You're going to take it down through your cubby hole. You have 20 seconds. Remember, you're looking straight ahead and you're coming down. I don't want you to, if you're holding it, I don't want you to be looking down on the floor. Look straight. You want as much of a neutral spine as possible throughout the hold. And you can just lift up. Hold 2 and 1. Relax. Switch sides. Now this feels a little easier than last time, the day before challenge, because last time we held it for 45 seconds. I did 30 seconds this time around because I added some other stuff. So I said, well, we'll hold this for 30. And lift and hold. Again, if you want to spice it up, make sure that you keep that space between your hip and your mat. Lift up, engaging those obliques, those side muscles. And lift up and come down. Woo! Yeah, 5 more seconds. 5. And you got 2. One more. Woo! All right. How How are y'all feeling? Bird dog. Here we go. We're going to do right arm, left leg. We're going to add that crunch in. So we're going to do 30 seconds each side. No rest in between. 2, 3. Fully extend. Fully bring in. 4, 5. Squeeze that glute. 6, 7. We got 9 more seconds. We're going to switch sides. All right, last one. Switch sides. And in. And crunch it and making sure that you're keeping that hip square as much as possible and engaging that glute. And 10 more seconds. Last one, make it good. All right. Okay. Now we're going to work our back, our opposing muscles to our abs. I want you to lie down. Take my timer up here so I can see it. I want you to engage those glutes nice and tight and lift up. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds, rolling those shoulders back, looking straight at the floor, engaging those glutes, engaging those thighs, squeeze them nice and tight together. If you're feeling this and it's a little too much for you, just take a break, just relax for a second, and then go right back into it, okay? So, like I said, you're holding these for 30 seconds, and relax it down. All right, now, this time, we're actually gonna put our arms out, so engage your glutes. Here we go, engage your glutes. Roll those shoulders back, and hold. Now slowly bring them around to the front, and hold. All right, we have 20 seconds. Like I said, if it's a little more than you'd like, just relax. If you're feeling it, your form is beginning to kind of waver, just relax, very slowly drop down, and then just re-engage and hold. All right, so we have one more, and this one we are actually going to swim. So as our arms are here, engage those glutes, lift those arms by your ear, and swim. Alternating the legs and the arms, trying to keep those arms by your ear. Hold 2, 10 seconds. Engage those glutes, keep those glutes nice and engaged. And you can go, you don't have to go as fast as I'm going. If you want to go slower, go slower. Hold 2 and 1 and relax it down. Whew. All right, y'all. That is the end of round 3. Let's stretch it out. Here we go. I want you to be in a tabletop position. We're just going to do a cat-cow. So each beep is 30 seconds. So we're going to do cat-cow. So I'm pulling that belly button towards your back. And then extend the belly button towards the mat. And pull it in. And out. And pull it in. And out. One more time. All right, let's sit back on our heels, extending those arms out. And I want to reach you to reach that left arm over your right and sit back, feeling the stretch along the sides. And we're going to hold here for another 15 seconds, then we're going to switch sides. How y'all doing? I hope y'all are feeling pretty good. Getting a good sweat on. Switch sides. Extend that right arm out in front of that left arm and sit back, trying to get your butt onto your heels. And hold. This is one of my favorite stretches. It's like you could just really feel it in your sides, along your back. It's like you can't You really can't go wrong. Whew. All right, and I want you to take your arm and go through and feel the stretch along that back. That's what they say, thread the needle. And when you're threading the needle or doing any stretches, you want to relax as much as possible. Like really, truly relax. Like sometimes when we do stretches, we get tense, but in order to maximize that stretch, you really want to just relax and kind of melt into the floor. Switch sides and not really resist it. That's how you also can injure yourself. So you want to just kind of take your time, and the more you relax and the further you can say, you know what, I'm going to reach a little bit further. But don't try to reach the maximum length right off the bat. You want to gradually reach as that muscle relaxes, okay? So I want you to take your foot. We're going to stretch that hip flexor. You're in the 90 degree in your leg, and I want you to just put your hands by your heel and lean into that stretch, okay? You should feel a stretch right there in your hip flexor, and just hold. If you want to bring a hand to one side, get deep in that stretch a little bit, you can do that as well. And we're going to switch. That felt good. Might have to do that again. All right, but we're coming to the end. I'm trying to keep you guys to our 30 minutes. And again, just kind of lean into it. And please, please, please stretch more. Because in this particular routine, we only did a 4-minute stretch. And it's good to get at least 15, 20 minutes. If you can do more than that, it's wonderful. And release. I want you to come onto your both feet, and I want you to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Drop those shoulders. Nice deep breath in. And exhale it down. One more time. Nice deep breath in. And exhale it down. One more time. Nice deep breath in. All right, that is the end. Give yourself a big old hug. All right, like I said, we're going to be doing lives Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This is our trial run, and then we'll come out with an official FUPA challenge, which will give you the exact plan of what workouts to do, because I'm not just doing this, my own personal workouts on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, because in between I'm doing my dance routines and things of that sort to really work on burning those calories, getting this weight off of me. So, and also eating a little better. A little tip for eating eating better. Just for me, is to try to not crave something because I see it. You know, if I really have a craving, I know when it's like a legit craving. But like the other day, in a bakery with some of my girlfriends, not craving a cupcake, but what did I do? I bought 2 cupcakes because we were in the bakery, never been before, everything was looking good. And I was like, I'll get a cupcake. Didn't really want it, didn't need it, but what did I end up doing? I ended up eating those 2 cupcakes. So just be more mindful and what you're doing. And, you know, if it's a legit craving, it's better to satisfy your craving than to eat another 1,000 calories trying to not eat that one thing that you really, truly want, when you could have just ate it and it was 200 calories versus eating a whole bunch of other crap that you really didn't want either. But yeah, so thanks again for joining me. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Again, my name is Chelsea Lee, and please like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, and have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Take care.